I fail every day. I'm marketing, I'm editing, I'm doing it. Like, there is nobody else. I almost hold myself back, limiting beliefs, like you're not good enough, or, you know, what gives you the right to say, give that advice? Quite a few months of just not paying myself.
Yeah.
Like, to make sure that I can continue to invest in my business. A millionaire will never knock you for trying to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know, an athlete will never judge you for going to the gym. You know, somebody in shape is never going to shame you for eating a healthy meal. You know, like, the people that are further ahead of you are only ever going to bring you up, but the people behind you, they're the ones going, you need to come back down here. You know, you need to stay where it's safe, so I feel better about myself.
Social media, it's not a one take thing, and you've got to keep on coming up with new content over and over again. Then you've got to edit it. Now, I'm lucky. I just sit here. I got Saskia in the background behind the camera there. She tells me what to do, what to say, where to say, what not to say. Quite often.
I need help with that.
And then she takes care of all the editing, all the short form, all the medium form, all the long form content. You know, and I permanently, whenever I walk past her office, she's got either a set of headphones on or she's there. She's just constantly doing it. Plus all the other stuff that she has to do as well. So you must have no time.
Do you know what? I've spoken to a few people that have asked me about online coaching, and they've been like, "Oh, you know, it looks amazing. You can work from anywhere. All this." I was like, "That is the best thing."
Yeah.
You know, like, if I said, "Right, I'm going to go and meet up with some of my clients next week," like I can take my work with me. I'll jump on a train, do some work. The other side of it is, I'm marketing, I'm editing, I'm doing it. Like, there is nobody else. Like, no AI is going to do that kind of stuff for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I do want to stay. I hate the thought of getting stuff because it's my baby. Like, it's authentic. It's to me.
Yeah.
I look up some content creators and other coaches that are killing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely killing it. And not as like, that's what I want. Like, it's like admiration. Like, wow, what are they doing that's really working?
Yeah.
You know, they stay authentic to their message, their beliefs, and, you know, they grow a following off of that, rather than going, oh, here's another fad and here's that. Yeah, unfortunately some do, and they promote their greens powders and crap like that. But I just think, like, just continuing to fail, like you say, continuing to fail. I fail every day.
Yeah, exactly. And
Every single day.
Failure is good, and I think people, that doesn't come across enough to people. You know, anybody that comes to us, we always say, fail. You know, make mistakes. I don't mind. So when you keep on making the same mistake over and over again,
that's what I was going to say.
That's where the issue is. But learn from it and move on. You know, and again, it's, you know, we're learning with this podcast now, and something that, like, I like to be quite divisive. Hey, who knew? And I do like LinkedIn posts and stuff, and they all moan and they all go mental with me. But I always say, I don't mind. I like it if people love me. I love it if people hate me. I don't really give a shit about the stuff in between. That's not going to pay us money. That's not going to get people talking. They're just going to go, and move on. You know? So if people want to slag me off and slag off a post I've done, and quite often, I always find, I don't know if you find this, you'll do an off-the-cuff one, and that one goes through the roof. And you go, I don't get it. And the one you and the one that you really go, you put your heart and soul into it, it does nothing. You go, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think some people, again, that authenticity.
Yeah.
Like that, when things look over edited and, you know, AI generated and all that kind of stuff, people are so used to it now. They're like, that's crap.
There was some girl who's like, I like the hot wings thing with Sean Evans. And there's some YouTuber on there, I can't remember her name. I mentioned it to my daughter and she went, oh, she's lost it now. I went, really? What? Oh yeah, the lighting and the direction of it's very different. I'm like, you're 12 years of age. She's 13 now. She's like, I'm like, you're 12 years of age and you're telling me that? I go, it's noticeable. I was like, all right, okay, there you are. Like, who knew?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like I've been doing a course recently on like content creation, getting some help in terms of like how things look, what I should be focusing on, and, you know, how to get my message across in a better way that's more engaging. he said, like, right, we're going to focus on 3 types of content.
Yeah.
You know, what engages with your audience, how to get your message across and that. And, like, I'm still obviously making mistakes, but he's like, okay, here's some tweaks.
Yeah.
And I'm going, is that it? Like, literally, like, your background.
Yeah.
Like, my house, it's lived in. I always say that. If someone comes around, I'm not going to apologise for the mess.
Yeah.
I have a dog and a husband. And somebody with severe ADHD and autism. Like, it's going to be a bit of a mess. So I don't apologise for it. But then he's like, okay, but, you know, the way it looks on a video, people are going to switch on or switch off to it. Clean my fucking bedroom. Do you know what I mean? But it's true.
Well, at least it gives you a goal to clean your bedroom.
Every Thursday I clean my kitchen to film some content. And yeah. But even little things like that, it's like, really? Is it that deep?
So how often do you film it? Is it daily?
Sometimes, yeah. If I have an idea, I've got to do it. I've just got to get it out, whether I use it or not.
Yeah.
I do have, like, again, ADHD, a bank of like 200 different things that I want to talk about, but I can't edit 200 videos or post it in the same day. So, yeah, I think that's probably my strong point, actually. It's just continuing to come up with ideas.
Yeah.
I'm like a sponge. Like, I'll take things from today.
Yeah.
I'll take things from the book that I read this morning, or you know, client catch-up call yesterday. I'll pull little things from everything.
What kind of books do you read then?
I like mindset books.
Yeah, self-development books. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
What's the one at the moment? It's about good vibes. Vex King. I can't think what the actual name of it is. Something about good vibes.
I tell you, a cracking book for anybody out there is Jimmy Carr's. It's very good, because that guy he's very up there, very astute, very much of the mindset and stuff. And you know, he gave up an amazing job with Shell. He was a marketing manager for Shell, and he gave it up to be a comedian, and he'd never done any comedy at that point in his life. I love
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I like just jump. Like, nobody's ever going to remember if you didn't.
Yeah.
Other than you.
Yeah, you know, like, to be fair, you know, like, I was very hesitant to starting up my own business. Very, very hesitant. And I was asked for years by many people. Nick asked me several times over the course of about 4 or 5 years, you know, he's going, we've got to do this together. And it was only because of COVID came in. I'd lost my father. I'd had kidney stones. I'd had 2 job offers rescinded because of COVID, all these problems. And my back was against the wall. And I thought, you know, let's do it. And it's turned out to be the best decision I ever made, you know, because I had to make it work. And, you know, I don't know, again, we've made millions of mistakes, but we've learned so much. It's been business 101, you know, from 0 to 23 staff now in offices. Don't have 23 staff. Just do not have. Danni, promise me
Grow
you don't
that
have.
Grow that.
Promise me you don't have that many. It's because that brings its own set of headaches.
Yeah, I think as you evolve, and you know, I say this with health and fitness and stuff, like, what you think when you get a 6-pack, your problems are going to go. The same with earning more money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, what, you just have more outgoings, or
absolutely
you spend more money.
Yeah.
You know, like, I increased my calories over a period of like 5 years. I'm eating like 3,000 calories a day.
Really?
Right? Like, people, but I now expend that.
Yeah.
You know, it's that evolution of a business, your body, all these kind of things that you go, yeah, cool.
So what's the biggest hurdle for you? You know, like, and that could be daily, that could be monthly, that could be, you
myself.
know, ever. But it's really, and tell me why then.
Oh, again, mindset.
Yeah.
You know, all these like limiting beliefs at times that like crop in, that imposter syndrome. You can't do that. You can't say
imposter
that.
syndrome, yeah.
Like, all the time. And like, James, absolute legend. We had a session last week. He said, Dan, I'm going to hold you accountable every single day this week.
Yeah.
He was like, I am going to hold you accountable. You're going to tell me what the intent is each day. You're going to tell me what you're going to go and do.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So I did it over the weekend. I was like, oh yeah, I did that. I said hi to somebody in the gym and all this kind of stuff. So simple.
Yeah.
But like, I almost hold myself back.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Oh, again, limiting beliefs, like you're not good enough, or, you know, what gives you the right to say, give that advice?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to take it to the jury now.
Yeah.
We go, well, okay, you've done this course, you've got this qualification, and you've been an online coach for 4 years and a PT for 8. Like, you know your stuff. You're not just Bob off the block that's gone and done a pretend PT qual on flipping Instagram or something. So yeah, like, we all have our own little like limiting things.
I get it. like people come to myself and they go, oh my God, what a company you've built there, you know, and it's like unbelievable in like 5.5, nearly 6 years. And I'm like, hey, fake it till you make it. You know, I'd like...
Everybody's winging it.
I'm like, yeah, I do feel...
Who's not winging it?
You're
We've
right.
got to try everything.
Yeah.
I try new things each week, whether it be diet-wise. You know, I've started a new training block this week. Oh, my God. Not only my legs feeling it, but like I'm walking into the gym going, God, I'm going to do a 3-rep max on a bench press. Like, that's a kind of manly thing to be doing. And you go, who's told you that?
Yeah.
Well, because most women don't go into the gym and do that. Well, I want to improve on my bench press and my pull-ups and you know, this kind of thing. So go and do it. And it's like, why is that a manly thing?
So do you have an end game? Do you have like, you know, what's going to be? So it's just evolving all the time.
I think there's goals, there's steps along the way, you know, whether it be income-wise.
But no ultimate goal.
I think to be fulfilled. Like, there's an element of me that...
I can tell you now, though, you're never going to be... Yeah, you're never...
That's what I mean. Like,
I know exactly where you're coming from.
And that's what I mean with the evolution of it. Like, there's a part of me, though, that I go, okay, I do need to sit back at times and go, well done.
Yeah.
Like, well done, Dan. You've done really well, even today.
Yeah.
You know, actually rocking up to a fucking podcast. You know, well done, Dan, you've done that. Like, previous you wouldn't have. You know, I was boring billet through basic training. I was reserved and don't talk to me because I'm weird and I read books. And people were like, is she all right? Sat in a corner kind of thing. Like, I didn't interact. So, like, even looking at that as a massive win.
Yeah.
And going, probably put it on my group chat later with the girls and go, like, Wednesday win, here we go. Like, previous me wouldn't have done this. And they'll be like, cool, you did a podcast. But again, like, I don't care what anybody else thinks. Like...
Yeah, and that's something that I've learned. Yeah. It's like, who gives a shit about what other people think? Who cares if people are offended?
Oh, do you know what? I love. I've seen so many videos and like I want to kind of try and put it into my own words, but I'm going to use theirs. Like, a millionaire will never knock you for trying to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know, an athlete will never judge you for going to the gym. You know, somebody in shape is never going to shame you for eating a healthy meal. You know, like... The people that are further ahead of you are only ever going to bring you up, but the people behind you, they're the ones going, you need to come back down here. You know, you need to stay where it's safe, so I feel better about myself.
Yeah, and again, and if there was a bit of short form content, that was it, by the way. But it's true, you know. It's like people see success as whatever, you know. I mean, I got a nice car and I've had nice cars, and people slag me off for it. Oh, look who fucking you now driving that car, like blah blah blah. And I go, wait a minute, 4.5, 5 years ago, when I didn't even have a car and I'm borrowing my mum's Yaris to drive around in, you said nothing then, and that's your problem because of self-limiting beliefs.
Yeah, I can't do that. How am I going to do that?
Yeah.
How have they done it?
Exactly.
Why don't you ask?
Yeah.
You know, I get people asking me all the time, how do you stay consistent? Like, this is my biggest thing at the moment is consistency. And I'm like, by showing up for myself, like building my self-confidence to a point where it becomes a part of who I am. I just go to the gym.
Yeah.
Well, now 5 times a week, my coach is trying to kill me. But, like, for a period of time, I was just like, right, 3 times a week, I go to the gym. That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know,
see,
how do you do that?
See, because you come across as a very focused person. You know, I mean, I think it's a really good thing.
My mind's doing all sorts, though.
Yeah.
Going over there, over here, bit left wing.
But you can bring it back in, but you can focus it. And
yeah.
I think you can see that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think a lot of people can learn from you from that. And probably do from your social media content. Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Like, I think, through learning on what obsessive behaviours are. So, like, when I went on fat camp, as it was called back then, boxing training for like 6 months we were off work. No army work at all. Like, you were in this little bubble of boxers. It was so cool. Lost like 20 odd kilos. Lost my period. All the unhealthy relationship with food came from that. Wow. And you go, oh, that was the obsession.
Yeah.
But I got in really good shape.
Yeah.
I got really fit. Okay. But that's not the healthy way to do it. You then got to, like, your period, back up your fats and learn about nutrition.
Yeah.
And then I went to the other end of the spectrum when I was like, all or nothing, kind of yo-yoing around and stuff. And you go, oh, fucking hell, here we go. Okay. And I was like, oh, the goal, 6-pack. I just want a 6-pack. That's what I want. And then I'll be happy. Fuck, that wasn't the case, was it? But then it was like, right, for 16 weeks, I just went all in.
Yeah.
And I learned so much over that period of time. And I think people demonize like people locking in. Oh, just have a mac. Oh, it'll be all right. Just have some cake.
Yeah.
And you're like, mate, my goals aren't stopping because you want me to eat cake and make you feel better about you eating cake.
Yeah.
You know, like...
But that's like asking an alcoholic, oh, do you know what, have a drink, just have one. Oh, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt.
Garmin taught me a lot about drink.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
You look at your watch and, like, you're just out 2 drinks in and it was like, rest. Like, you need to calm down. And I was like, fuck you on about? I'm out for dinner with my husband. Like, I'm not that excited. Jeez. We've only just talked about the mortgage and stuff. Like, it's not exciting. I was like, what is this? It was like 2 drinks. It was like, your stress is really high. I was going... this? And then working with James Elliott and stuff like that, he was like, look mate, like you need to learn to control your emotions and stuff, stop leaning into drink to, you know, mask these emotions and these feelings and stuff. And I'm like, he was like, how are you feeling? And it was like happy, sad, angry. They were the only kind of emotions I knew.
Yeah.
And he went, okay, what about like overwhelm? What about anxious? And you know, what about all these other feelings that you're blocking out because you actually don't know what they are. And you've got to learn to sit with them. One of the tasks, half an hour sat outside, just nothing, no watch, no phone, no nothing. ADHD brain. And he was like, please do it. And it was like 3 weeks that I did this for. And I just sit there. Okay, what's the fucking point in it? Best thing I've ever done. And like, that was when I started on the like sober journey and stuff.
What next for you? What's the next big thing? Is there a next big thing apart from, as you say, you're going to be going? When's that starting? Actually,
I'm going to be looking at February.
Right.
Only because I know January, everybody's skin. Nobody actually wants to invest any money in anything.
Yeah.
I get it. Do I do January kind of kickstart-y things? I did last year. Do I want to do it again? No. It's not really aligned to the vision that I have. And I actually would rather people start now.
Yeah.
Just picked up the phone, whatever, and just went, do you know what? Whatever day of the week it is, I'm just going to start now.
Yeah.
Rather than wait until January and all that kind of stuff. But February, because it's where things start to pick up. Yeah. Not only is it my birthday, but like it does. It picks up, and people are starting to kind of go, oh, I've got holiday coming up and all these kind of goals and things, and you go, well, there we go. Let's do something about it. Those goals, yeah. And I can't change, well, I can in a way, in terms of like putting content out there that really makes people think and question their beliefs, but it's trends.
Yeah. Every
business has trends. Everybody up, down, flipping yo-yos and all that kind of stuff. Is anybody going to sign up to online coaching on Christmas Day? No. Do you know what I mean? It's not a birthday present that somebody's going to get, kind of thing. But yeah, no, I really just want to grow community-wise as well. I do want to start doing more things within the community. Again, that sense of belonging, that sense of purpose. I really want to grow on for myself, but also for other people, to inspire more people and be like, you can be a part of this too.
Something that's really vexed me, we're going on about influencers, and you're talking about, you know, is, what's the Wicks guy? What's it?
Oh, Joe Wicks.
Joe Wicks.
Yeah.
How has he earned so much money? How has he been? Was Lockdown very kind to him, doing his free kind of sessions and stuff like that?
Well, he's from Surbiton.
All right.
Originally, I don't know if you know his like backstory.
No, I don't. So I know he's married to Rosie Jones, who's an ex-Page 3 model, and she's gorgeous. Very nice.
She is gorgeous. Hats off, like fair play. I think, and again, they've got beautiful children as well. They look lovely. Look, like from the outside, you don't know their own troubles, but just a beautiful looking family, right? All fit, all healthy, love it. But yeah, like he started with a boot camp.
Right. Okay.
And like, I remember watching like a couple of videos ages ago, years, and like he would just rock up with his little trailer on the park and hope that somebody turned up, like in the rain, whatever. And he's slowly built it up over the years. And I just go,
fair play,
hats off,
dedication.
Mate. The thing with the ultra processed foods, it's to make money, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's a businessman do? Make money. Like, if you can get people talking, sharing your stuff as well, then you go, oh, I'm onto a winner here. Like, I've sparked some controversy.
Yeah.
Why
so
not?
if there's one thing you could change
Oof.
within your ecosystem, within, online coaching and stuff, what would it be? I mean, for the best, for everybody in the world to go, that's...
I think when you realise that, like, online coaching isn't just a diet plan or just your calories and your training program kind of thing. It's what it should be. I know it's not for everybody, but it should be everything. Like, I want to come across to my clients as like a bit of a mate as well.
Yeah.
Talking yesterday to one of my clients about her son, how he's being a bit of a knob. Like, he's just rebelling against everything. And I'm like, look, I had this with my little brother. I like to be able to relate to people and be like, that's normal. Going through this struggle and feeling that way is normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, just knowing that the majority of it is mental.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anybody can go on a 6-week shred program and get in great shape.
Yeah.
6 weeks. It's not your lifestyle though, is it?
No.
You're not going to do that long term. So then you go, oh, what do I do now? You're actually changing them things. I had takeaway Fridays, takeaway Saturdays. Sundays was always pizza night with my husband and a couple of beers. And like, we've adapted all of this and we go, look at us now.
Like, I don't suppose have you watched the new Victoria Beckham documentary?
No, I haven't. I have heard about it.
It's about a fashion chain, but there's one bit in it, and I was like, wow. And she's a thin girl, yeah. And David offers her a piece of chocolate, and she said, "I gave up chocolate in the 90s," and it's like, wow. That's 30 years ago,
Yeah.
It's like, is that 30? Yes, 30 years ago, isn't it? And 30 years ago, you give up chocolate, and that is the mental aptitude to keep on conditioning yourself not to give up something so delicious as chocolate. And she even said, oh, it's delicious. I would love this now, but I'm not going to start now. And I think people, I don't know, again, to get where they are, to do what they have done, it takes a lot of mental resilience, a lot of risks, a lot of mistakes. And again, it's the risk.
Yeah.
People don't understand the risk involved being your own boss. You're giving up everything. You're giving up PAYD. So you're giving up all your tax bits and pieces to become self-employed, to do your self-assessments, to then pay an accountant to put things in, to do all these other bits and pieces, to sit down with them. And you're risking everything.
Oh yeah. The amount of times, like, I've gone a month, 2, 3, well, probably over the last 3 years, quite a few months of just not paying myself.
Yeah.
Like, to make sure that I can continue to invest in my business.
See, I know there's two trains of thought in this. And there was one is that you always pay yourself last. But then I read somewhere the other day by someone and saying, no, you always pay yourself first. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. You know what I mean?
I see myself as still establishing as well.
Yeah, myself and Nick pay ourselves last. We still do.
Fair.
But that's the way it is.
Again, it's an opinion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's how we want to take that. Like, am I going to believe that?
Yeah.
Or am I not?
Yeah.
I'm probably still going to stick to what I do because I have no reason to change what I already do.
Yeah.
And, like, sacrificing something.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Again, it is about sacrifice. So, Danni, I think we'll end on, what's one bit of advice you would give to the next guest who's coming on here?
Oh, not knowing who the next guest is. Jesus Christ.
It does stump a lot of people.
Yeah, this is like when I have a discovery call, I ask people, okay, we've spoken about all your struggles. What are you actually good at? You go, I don't know. Well, what am I good at? Well, you're a good mum, good dad, whatever. In terms of advice, like, we could say just do it, but that's Nike's fucking motto, isn't it?
I like just do it.
Like
I like just do it. It's good. And, I'll give you some bits. I think we had Ian Frankham said, treat other people as you like to be treated yourself. Oh, treat people be nice to the people on the way up because you'll meet them. They may meet them on the way down. Yeah. I think Gareth said something about when one door closes, another one always opens, and just be prepared for that door opening. There's things like that. It can be anything.
I think create a life you love and make yourself proud.
Oh gosh, no, that's very profound. That is. That's a beautiful way of finishing this interview. Danni, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and I've really enjoyed it.
Same here. Thank you very much.